Tyberos the Red Wake is the chapter master of the Carcharodons, a brutal and mysterious space marine chapter, known for their savage tactics and nomadic existence in the void. He is a towering figure, clad in Terminator armor adorned with predatory motifs, wielding the hunger and the thirst, a pair of brutal lightning claws that he uses to tear through his enemies in a frenzied assault. His presence on the battlefield is terrifying, his warriors fighting with an almost feral intensity that borders on madness. Little is known about Tyberos' origins or the full history of the Carcharodons. Some believe they are a successor of the Raven Guard, while others suspect darker ties, possibly even to the traitor legions that fell into disgrace during the Horus Heresy. What is certain is that under his leadership, the Carcharodons have acted as enforcers of the Imperium's most brutal wars, emerging from the void to unleash utter devastation before vanishing once more into deep space. Tyberos is best known for his role in the Badab War, where the Carcharodons were deployed to bring ruin upon the Astral Claws, a rebellious chapter that had turned against the Imperium. His tactics were utterly ruthless, often involving extermination-level warfare. One of his most infamous acts was allowing the renegade Tiger Claws, a splinter of the Astral Claws, an opportunity to surrender, only to butcher them all once they laid down their arms. His savagery was not just tolerated by the Imperium, but actively utilized, showing that the High Lords of Terra see him and his chapter as a weapon to be unleashed when total annihilation is required. Beyond his brutality, Tyberos is an enigma. His chapter does not adhere strictly to the Codex Astartes, and their methods are unlike those of more conventional space marines. His warriors often consume the flesh of their fallen foes, a practice that hints at genetic quirks or possible corruption, though they remain fiercely loyal to the Emperor. Some whispers suggest that Tyberos himself fights against an uncontrollable bloodlust, a monstrous hunger that he barely restrains, leading his warriors in a constant cycle of violence, retreat, and retribution. To the enemies of the Imperium, Tyberos is a nightmare-given form, a warlord who descends from the darkness of the void, bringing only slaughter. To the Imperium, he is a terrible necessity, a blunt instrument of devastation that ensures obedience through fear and bloodshed.